This is the wrap-up for May 5th. It's a Thursday. It's perhaps calm between the storms today. Okay. The mood is, well, relatively mixed, but the US dollar remains solid. The better data trumped the worst data. Okay, so it's the ISM non-manufacturing guide, the services sector report, which looks good, looks promising for the US economy, beating the ADP non-farm payrolls, which missed expectations with 156. Other figures were also relatively positive in the United States. Again, not a wonderful picture, but all in all, things look relatively positive. They support a stronger US dollar. Another thing we have a clear Trump is the presumptive Donald Trump, presumptive Republican candidate going to meet Clinton in the presidential race. It's a very clear choice for Americans between Clinton continuation, the devil you know, perhaps, against disruption Donald, and I think which means uncertainty. And I think politics are going to take more bigger center stage. Yeah, other figures we had yesterday. Australian data came out better than expected, and it actually helped the Australian dollar. And we learned that Philip Lowe will be the next governor of the RBA from September. And that's good for Australia because he's a veteran member of the Reserve Bank of Australia. So it's no changes over there. Before we talk about the charts, events for today, services PMI in the UK, remember, big moves, but short-lived. It's the most important sector in the UK. And we're expecting more of the same, but we had negative surprises from other UK PMIs, so I will not be surprised to see a disappointment. Remember, it's also a survey, it's a forward-looking event, so it could be reflect the uncertainty around the Brexit. It could be negative. At 12:30 GMT, jobless claims, as usual, shouldn't have a big impact this time. And James Bullard, the optimistic hawk in the Fed, talks. If he is negative, which is unlikely, we can expect perhaps a poor NFP report tomorrow, but he's usually optimistic. And we have some RBA data at 1:30, this quarterly report. Looking at the chart, we're seeing a slightly stronger US dollar once again. Euro dollar between 114.60 and 115, leaning down. Pound dollar between, well, hugging 145, 145.80, resistance 144.40, support, waiting for that services PMI. Dollar yen, the US dollar is stronger also against the Japanese yen, with the pair settling above 107. 107.65 is the next line of resistance. Dollar CAD, the Canadian dollar, is weaker. Mixed oil and weak trade balance in Canada. 127.50 is strong support. 129.30 is the next line of resistance. Aussie dollar did have a nice recovery on the data, but not going anywhere fast. 74.40 is support. 75.30 is resistance. And the Kiwi dollar stable around 69.50 and 70.50, the double top, are lines of resistance. 68.20 is support. Okay, so I guess that wraps it up for today. It's a day of tension before the non-farm payrolls. Okay, after we had all the important US data out, and basically the big political news of the week out, with a presumptive race between Clinton and Trump. And tomorrow we have the big release of the non-farm payrolls, also the release of the Canadian jobs report. So I'm expecting, unless we have exciting news today, we might have a calm before the storm, time to analyze charts perhaps, and to get ready for the big event tomorrow. But you never know which news is going to come out from anywhere in the world. And as I mentioned, we had this political development in Turkey. We don't know. And also in Brazil, the impeachment proceedings are going on. And, you know, negative news from emerging markets can impact markets as well. Okay, so I guess that's it for today. Wish everybody a safe and successful day at the markets. And we'll see you tomorrow. So thank you and bye-bye.